Hello and welcome to The American Dream, the only show to bring you real estate trends nationally and locally every single week. In this week's show, we'll be bringing you some of our favorite segments from April. We're going to be taking you to Miami, Boston, Orlando, and New York. And of course, bringing you the best stories from your own local market. Let's get started.
Hello, American Dream.
Welcome to Hidden Bay.
Welcome to Tribeca.
Austin, Texas.
Montreal, Colorado.
Welcome to Crown Heights.
In Bridgeland.
In Seattle. Celebration, Florida.
San Antonio Riverwalk.
Tempe, Arizona.
Sunny Isles Beach.
Washington, D.C.
Pike and Rose.
Mason, Ohio. I'm in Cincinnati.
This is my American dream.
One of my favorite highlights from April was taking a trip to Fisher Island in Miami. It is a private island close to the city and is officially the richest zip code in America. Let's take a look.
Welcome to Fisher Island. This is the wealthiest, richest zip code of all the country. No California, no New York, here in Florida. Welcome.
Well, you know, we just left Miami Beach Marina and we came into Fisher Island Private Marina. We took a private golf cart, which I heard is a closing gift when you buy in this beautiful building. And so I just want to say, Kinga, where are we?
Welcome to Palazzo de la Luna and Palazzo del Sol. I'm gonna take you now to our trophy penthouse and our beautiful 4-bedroom model, completely ready, price tag $14 million. Please join me.
Let's do this.
Let's do it. And this is the usual, right? This is the usual Tuesday with champagne.
There's no stress on Fisher Island.
So this is the last penthouse in this
Palazzo
beautiful
del Sol.
new building.
That's
okay,
correct.
which is a gift and a privilege to buy. But I am excited for the new ones next door. So between the two,
So
you
am I.
cannot go wrong.
This is an exclusive island, only 3 miles from Miami. You take a ferry or a boat. You are in an exclusive place with beautiful people.
What you're saying too is that South Beach is just minutes away. We can have everything we want.
We have everything on the island. Welcome to Palazzo del Sol. 4 bedrooms, 4.5 bathroom, $14 million only.
Who is the designer, Kinga, here?
Antrobus Ramirez. They're fantastic Spanish designers. They kept the unit in the whole feel of the island as a beachy home, which we really appreciate those tones between the naturals and stone and a little bit of dark to accentuate the space. We love it. It is total of 4,900 square feet under air and about 700 square feet of terrace. It's not only about having space, but it's how you make the space to work for you. So the designers here, they really made a point to make it very livable, to give as many little nooks and private spaces as you can possibly get, and not to overpower or overcrowd the spaces. It's true that it's private, secluded, and very exclusive. So that's why we are service the richest of the richest. That's why we were called again by Bloomberg as the most expensive zip code in the country, 3rd year in a row.
I want to also mention that, you have this exclusivity, but you have so many amenities that the world doesn't know. You have a post office, you have a fire department, you have a school, you have golf, you have tennis, you have Olympic pool, a world-class spa.
Basically, in just 8 minutes you're here and you have all this privacy. It's your own island. Don't think about Beverly Hills, don't think about New York. We're here in Florida and it's Fisher Island.
And now you viewers, make sure, if you want to live on Fisher Island, if you want to be a part of Palazzo de la Luna, Palazzo del Sol, reach out to Carol and Stephan to get all the information.
Right here on the American Dream TV Miami.
From the wealthiest zip code in the country to another very exclusive residence. In this next segment, we take a look inside the Boston apartment of one of the city's most celebrated sportsmen, who may be finding himself with a lot more time on his hands in his retirement.
Hey guys, Stephan, fired up about today. We're in the Seaport District, one of the hottest neighborhoods in Boston right now, and we're going to be meeting up with George Sarkis, who is well known in Boston for the nightlife scene. He's been dialed in for a long time, but he's also in real estate. And recently he's headed up the Douglas Elliman Sports and Entertainment Division, and we're going to go check out a property right now that may or may not be owned by a person that's caught a lot of footballs in Foxborough. Let's go check it out. Hey, George.
What's up, buddy?
How you doing?
Good, yourself?
Great to see you.
Great seeing you as well.
I'm fired up about today.
You should be. It's a great unit.
We got a pretty cool spot to check out.
Let's go take a look.
Let's go. Thank you.
All right, bro. Welcome to 21 Wormwood, penthouse 611.
Look at this place.
So we got a brick and beam, 2,100 square foot, 2 bed, 2 bath, open concept. I want to obviously stress that brick and beam, you don't get it these days. Everything that you see when it comes to condos and new development is a modern contemporary look. You got soapstone countertops, Viking appliances. You get the little nook right there, which is great if you have someone walking in and you're cooking or hosting. And you could open up this wall more if you wanted to.
Okay.
But let's continue to see the rest of the home. And you have the master bedroom right here. Master bath, tons of closet space, double vanity.
Like the step up?
Yep.
Pretty cool.
But my favorite part of the entire unit is the private roof deck.
Can't wait to see it.
Let's go take a look. This is the biggest roof deck in the entire building.
Yep. Now this is Boston.
For sure.
Unbelievable.
Unreal. So you get the Seaport District there, Financial District right there, in the back bay, Hancock Tower, Prudential, 1 Dalton Street, you see is gonna be a landmark in the city right now.
So really, this is the Seaport, which is smoking hot. Why are people flocking right now to this part of the city?
It is one of the hottest markets in the country right now. Boston was number 5 for cities to invest in 2019, mainly because of the Seaport. That's where the highest price per square foot is right now in Boston. You have 2 bedrooms going for $1,800 a foot to penthouse units going all the way to $3,000 a foot.
Which is amazing because people talk about New York City prices. We're not that far behind.
We're not, and people want to be in the Seaport for a number of reasons. You're on the water, you have access to the Financial District right across the bridge, restaurants, ton of retail is on its way. A lot of high-end stores have been approved in a development like Echelon, and it's just convenience. People want to go out, enjoy themselves. Obviously, it's a little colder today, but when the sun's out and the 70 to 80 degree weather is here, why wouldn't you want to be there?
And a lot of people know Newbury Street in the Back Bay area, we're gonna have like a little Newbury Street right here in the Seaport.
For sure. I mean, Newbury Street's still great. However, it doesn't have any water.
Right.
You're not on the waterfront. You're not around all these other new developments, and it's convenience, luxury. The Seaport District is a lifestyle.
It's awesome. And for those of you that don't know the Seaport, guys, this is Boston.
And for everyone who talks about New York City, LA, and Miami, we're coming for you guys.
Until next time on The American Dream.
Welcome back to this week's show, where we are taking a look at our favorite segments from April. So far, we've taken you to Miami and Boston, but now let's go to your city.
Hi, and welcome to this fabulous home. We are here today with Robin Shakely with Sipsey Klein. Thanks so much for joining me, Robin. I really appreciate you coming.
Jean, I cannot thank you enough. What a gorgeous house.
Thank you. Well, and now you have been in the business for a long time. So is there anything in particular that stands out as something that really has changed over the years?
We've watched trends come and go, and something that has never changed is people wanting to congregate in the kitchen as we are here today.
Absolutely.
It's just that we've seen them become more or less open. And so one of the things is not only the design that we see change in the trends that go on in housing, square footage is another thing that we've seen change as far as what comes in and out of market and what's in and out of vogue right now. And probably the biggest change over the years has been technology. So we see so many different tools, so many different ways to reach our buying and selling public, to communicate our message to them. And yet the more that we have available at our fingertips or at the computer screens or on our telephones, I would say the more critical it is than ever for us to really leverage our personal sphere of influence in the context that we have.
I agree with that 100%. So you just got back from a conference, a national conference. What are some of the landscapes that you see for both national and local here in Cincinnati?
Well, I had an opportunity to spend a couple of days with some of the largest brokerages in North America and to share ideas and what's going on in their marketplaces. And I think an overwhelming trend or what we're seeing is inventory. So we watch and we see how much inventory is on the market and then what type of inventory that it is. And you're right, when you talk about all these different groups that are vying for different properties, the overwhelming similarity we see in all the desire is for something new, something fresh, so that even if it isn't new construction, it's been newly updated and renovated. So inventory was a big discussion, technology is a big discussion, marketing is a big discussion, and I do think as we look at all of this, it is how does the artificial intelligence play into it? As you know, we're here in a property that is part of our luxury portfolio international, and we have an opportunity you'll have an opportunity to hear in a couple weeks from a kitchen designer at an event we are doing, really talking about how artificial intelligence is influencing today's kitchen and the kitchen of future.
Yeah. Well, I thank you so much for joining us. It's always nice talking to you, and it's always nice being with you.
Jean, I greatly appreciate it and love the opportunity to tour this wonderful home.
Thanks. I am so excited to show you this absolutely lovely house that is extremely unique to this area. It is a builder's home that was built for himself, so there is no detail spared in this house. When I went to list this house, I talked to my homeowners and asked them what sold them on this house. And the two features they said are two of the features that I also love. One in particular is this beautiful kitchen that you saw me talking to Robin in, and also these floor to ceiling windows, which you don't find any place, to sit here and look over this beautiful outdoor space. There's 5.63 acres, which you don't find here. And they even have shades, so if the light gets a little too bright, it can be calmed in here. So one of the things that really appealed to the owner is the 11-car garage. You can enter on one side and go out into the back on the other side. It is tall enough for an RV and a boat. You can work on cars, you can have lifts. It is an absolute amazing feature of this house. One thing this house has no shortage of is entertaining spaces. There is a TV room, there is a theater room, there's the beautiful pool that's behind me, there's a tennis court and a basketball court, a lovely fireplace for the fall. You just can spend all kinds of time here just relaxing, enjoying, and feeling comfortable. Let's sit back and enjoy American Dream.
We love bringing you local and national stories every week. And this show, we're celebrating the very best of April. One of the great things about the American Dream is celebrating entrepreneurship, innovation, and communities. And that's all perfectly captured in this small business.
Welcome to Orlando, a place that is growing and changing in all the best ways.
With one of the top growth rates in the U.S., more and more companies are choosing Orlando.
Today we're going to show you why Foxtail has chosen Orlando as its home.
Let's get inside and meet some of those key players.
So we're here in the roasting room with Brad, lead roaster, to kind of really understand how this all has grown to what it is today. Started in 2016 here in Winter Park, Florida, and now currently 10 locations, is that correct?
Yep, 10 locations and counting. This side is the OG side. This is the mothership. This is the one.
Tell me, why Orlando? Why Winter Park as the first flagship location for Foxtail?
So I think Winter Park as a whole is kind of like the hip area of Orlando. Ian, one of the owners, he was actually a roaster previously and he had his own company. And then Alex was one of his best buds. And so they've always wanted to create a coffee company together, and it was more of a passion project initially. And so they just collided together, and they're the perfect duo for this.
So tell me, what differentiates Foxtail from other big box, coffee brands across the country?
I think Foxtail as a whole is very comfortable. It allows just the normal coffee drinker to come in and just look at the menu. It's very easy, and all of our baristas are super friendly. So it's just a very welcoming space. So it's not very pretentious, and it's just easy. It's just
There's a great culture here, a great ambiance. You could come, work on your laptop, grab a coffee, meet a friend. So we have 10 locations currently, right? So when do you know it's the next time to expand and continue to grow and start a new location?
Whenever we see the opportunity that there needs to be a Foxtail, we're in there.
Well, there needs to be a Foxtail. Windermere, you're not there yet. Dr. Phillips, that's where I live. In terms of community, what else do you look for to know that it's going to be the right culture and the right place?
We just want to make sure that everybody, A, loves coffee and loves our brand, and most of the time people do, especially with Foxtail now being on 10 stores, like you said.
Right.
It's very easy for us now to introduce a location that people will just naturally
They'll show up.
Yeah, they'll just show up. So.
What makes each location unique?
So each location specializes sometimes in a specific thing. And for example, the farmhouse side has specialty drinks. Some places have food offerings. So each place kind of has a little something to offer.
So what do you think one of the key elements is to the success of a small local business?
I think a lot of it has to do with branding, especially now with marketing, social media marketing, that's very important. And also having a great product. If people love what you do and you can show true passion behind what you do, I think people will come.
So for somebody visiting Foxtail for the first time, tell me 3 of your must-haves here.
So must-have, definitely cold brew. It's a very popular one. A cappuccino, because that's my favorite, and a shot of espresso. Just keep it simple.
Lots of caffeine.
Lots of caffeine.
Okay, well, I appreciate your time. Thank you so much for talking with us, and I'll come and visit you next time I stop in.
Sounds good. Thank you so much.
So as you can see, the American Dream is live and well in Orlando, Florida. My name is Tiffany Pantozzi.
And I'm Jesse Rottinghouse with Compass Real Estate. Next time you think, why Orlando? Come check us out and see for yourself.
Now let's grab another coffee for the road.
Sounds good.
The final segment this week comes from New York, an incredible townhouse just steps from Washington Square Park. We just loved how much outdoor space it had, all while being right in the middle of the city. Let's take a look.
Hello, I'm Christopher Riccio, a senior real estate advisor with Leslie J. Garfield Real Estate here in Manhattan. We are now in Washington Square Park, one of the most famous parks in New York City that is just under 10 acres and receives over 12 million visitors a year. The park, which is on the cusp of Greenwich Village and West Village, has a rich history dating back all the way to 1643, when it was owned by the West Dutch India Company. The current configuration, which was constructed in 1871, has undergone recent renovations totaling over $30 million and lasting 6 years. Today, many of those green spaces you see are utilized by NYU students, and while you'll notice that this park is surrounded by townhouses, I'm going to take you to one that I think is quite special. Let's go check it out. Welcome to 53 Downing Street, an 8,300 square foot, 6-story, single-family mansion located in the heart of the West Village. With private parking on site, private elevator, 5 outdoor spaces, this house can be yours for $18.5 million. Let me take you for a tour. This is the home's formal entertaining parlor. You have beautiful 14-foot high ceilings, giant casement windows with double doors overlooking the terrarium, a great gas-burning fireplace, side windows that draw in extra light from the neighboring backyard, a separate powder room, wine room, refrigerator, dishwasher, warming oven. Makes for a great spot to entertain clients, family, or friends. Welcome to the heart of the home. We're now on the 2nd floor of 6, and this floor has everything. Informal banquet dining, outdoor dining, formal dining, the home's main kitchen and pantry with 2 sinks, and the family room with a gas-burning fireplace. Just off the kitchen, here we are in the formal dining room, with comfortable seating for over a dozen people, a gas-burning fireplace, and 3 windows overlooking beautiful Downing Street. This is a great place to share a meal with friends and family. This is the master suite. It encompasses the entire 3rd floor of the home, contains 2 walk-in closets, outdoor terrace with seating, separate sitting area within the master, a gas-burning fireplace with built-ins on each side. Arguably more impressive than the master suite is the master bath, with an infrared sauna, steam room, separate shower, dual vanities, and giant bathtub. Did I mention there's a private elevator? Welcome to the penthouse lounge. We have 14-foot ceilings, north-facing views, a gas fireplace, a wet bar, wine storage, and an extra refrigerator. A great space for entertaining. It also leads to the south-facing larger terrace. Here we are on the larger south-facing terrace, the 5th of 5 outdoor spaces. Thank you for joining me on this tour of the village today, and of 53 Downing Street. Can be all yours for $18.5 million. I'll see you again soon.
Thank you to everyone who makes the American dream possible. We really enjoyed making this episode, bringing you the best from April. And of course, bringing you expert knowledge from your local market. Thank you for watching.